Just wanted to say,
You could not live with your own failure.
You need a strong front horse. That'd be me. Harder! Come on! Harder! Grow stronger! More! And destructible!
Everyone's the same, they could be the same.
Red Riders! Unbreakable!
hey, what's Gucci, everybody? It's your boy SJK, out the first black Super Saiyan to ever arrive on this planet. I'm here with my boy Serpent. We got this review for My Hero Academia 2 Heroes. No, Heroes Rising. Not 2 Heroes. That was the first movie. This is the second movie. This is going to be a spoiler review, no spoiler free, because I got some shit I got to talk about. I looked online. I found that this is non-canon. We're safe.
I'm thankful.
So a lot of the anger I have can go away. Alright. Let's give a quick summary of the movie. The best way for me to explain this movie is this movie was X-Men Apocalypse. If y'all remember X-Men Apocalypse, Apocalypse's main goal was to gather a power from a special mutant, Professor Xavier, to get his power to rule the world in some shit. That's basically what's going on here. There's a villain in this movie called Nine, who is the product of a experiment that the League of Villains are doing to create somebody with to create someone who can. He already had a quirk, but he was able to take additional 8 quirks. So basically, they wanted to make a one for all for one the villain. They wanted to make another all for one. That's basically what it is. Nine, he wanted to go off and do his own shit. Wanted to take over the world. Because, you know, his ideology was whoever's the strongest should survive. Basically what X-Men Apocalypse was. That's what Apocalypse wanted to do. Whoever was the strongest, they get to live. They wanted to weed out all the weak niggas and and keep all the strong niggas, basically.
Knowledge.
So, this is basically what the movie was.
There's not much to it, bro. It's
almost exactly, that's it.
Legit, exactly like X-Men Apocalypse, bro.
Almost. It's
still going in the same direction though.
Right.
That's the sad part.
This My Hero Academia movie is not. The movie 2 Heroes is a lot better. The reason I like 2 Heroes is because that movie was between master and student. This is a movie where they focus on 2 heroes for the most part, Deku and Bakugo.
A little word of advice, nerd. Don't even think of applying, or else.
And I really got to dive deep into Deku and Bakugo's relationship because we got to go back into the past of Deku and Bakugo. Bakugo used to be friends with Deku when he was a kid. I wouldn't even call them friends. Deku was the nerdy kid who followed the cool kid because the cool kid was tight. He was like, oh, you're tight. He wanted to follow him around. He was a follower. They wasn't really friends, so I wouldn't call them friends. When Bakugo got his quirk, he got so cocky, so arrogant, so bashful, and so proud that, oh, I got the best quirk. I'm the best. And then he became a douchebag because of that. Too cocky and proud.
You don't stand a chance without a quirk, Deku.
And then after that, Bakugo kicked Deku to the side because Deku ain't shit. Deku's old friends used to bully him. They bullied him up until middle school. And then when they got to UA, it all changed. Bakugo sort of left him alone, but he was still talking down to him and talking very condescending to him. This nigga Deku, in this freaking movie, is out here trying to be this nigga's friend. This nigga used to bully you. Why are you still his friend? Stop trying to be his friend. That shit pisses me the fuck off. Look, just come for me. I used to get bullied. Am I friends with any of my bullies? No. Because bullies is garbage, whack, trash niggas. Why you trying to be friends with bullies? Shit don't make no sense. That's like Hitler. That's like Jews trying to be friends with Hitler. This what? Bakugo used to make this nigga's life a living hell, and Deku's over here trying to be his friend. But Deku got all these other nice, kind individuals around him. He's trying to be his friend. Stop it. Stop talking to Bakugo. Let Bakugo be him. But it's different. True. When there's an evil villain come up and they gotta all work together because they gotta work together. No matter what BS they going through, y'all all need to put that aside and fight the villain because y'all need to protect the world. But there was moments in this movie where they had personal time together. I'm over here like, bruh, stop hanging out with him. And then, bruh, like I say, Bakugo, bootleg Vegeta, bootleg Sasuke, bootleg rival to the main character, bootleg. What's your opinion on Deku and Bakugo? Because that relationship pissed me off. Well, let me say this. There's a scene in this movie where a little girl got in Deku's face and Deku was on his knees over there. What was he doing?
He was apologizing.
He got punked by a kid.
What?
Deku's supposed to be number one hero and he got punked by a little kid, bruh. Number one hero? Getting punked by little kids? A little girl? Missing with that shit, bruh. This nigga Deku is whack, bruh. I knew there was something up with this nigga. You go. Go.
Damn, you hella hyped up for this one. Well, the thing was, like, I'll be honest. Have I really watched Battle Hero Academia? Have I really kept up with it? No. Just as much as him? No. I barely get past the first episode. To be honest, I correlate the show to being like a generic show that like we already know. Dragon Ball Z, Naruto.
I say it's more in line with like Naruto.
Naruto? Alright.
Because Naruto's more like school based. It's also school. It's not deep, but it's a school based anime where they're trying to turn all the young students of the village in that general area into the next generation of Genin. So I wouldn't say Dragon Ball because Dragon Ball is about making the next generation all that. Because Goku and Vegeta is still relevant. They're not trying to make Gohan and Goten next generation type shit.
Okay. But still. Overall, I don't like it. It just seems like a reboot of some of the old stuff. A lot of people try to get me to watch it. I really don't like it. But come between Deku and Bakugo, why the fuck is Deku getting punked by a little bitch? I was just like, like low key, if I was Deku, and like if I was naive or anything, to be honest, I would have just boop.
Flick that little girl in the head. Put her in her place. Like, who you talking to like that?
Exactly.
You can still be nice, but put her in her place. Don't let her talk to you like that.
Yep.
The number one hero. Okay. All Might wouldn't let no little kid talk to him like that. Mix with that shit, bro.
Exactly. Second one, Deku seems like a little punk, bro. Like, you seem like he's naive. One, two, gullible. Three, like, he has so much power, but, like, he's overly cautious. Like, if you've seen the movie, not the movie, the anime, The Overly Cautious Hero, he's kind of like that. But, like, even still, the Overly Cautious Hero still kills, like, the slime in the first episode, overpowered, just, like... Like it was nothing, just making sure that thing was dead. But Deku ain't like that, so I'm like, what's kind of the point of having one, an overly cautious hero, two, a naive dude that knows his strength and limit, that like, I also know that like, each time Deku overmaxes his power, that
he's gonna hurt himself. Like that same about Deku, he's cautious, but like, it's like in very serious dire moments, Deku will use his full power. Yeah. But it's like you taking all these precautions and all these checks, and you still like this. Is my thing about Deku. We're at the 4th season of this show, and of course, in this movie, they show him breaking his arms again. Stop breaking your damn arms. When you gonna become that nigga, bruh? Because in the 3rd season of my hair, what pissed me the fuck off was that Deku got his ass whooped by Bakugo. Remember, Deku has the quirk of All Might. All Might is like, you can attribute him to being the Superman of this world in a way. He's not Superman level power like laser vision, ice breath, all that. But he's the he has the Superman quirk. He has the best power, the best all around power that is needed, that people want to have and need, for the most part. But it's just like this dude Deku, third season, pulls up with this dope power, gets beat up by this dude who makes explosions. What? Bro. Freak these power differences in the show, bro.
Low key, if you can't get a better reference, just think of it as like Sasuke whooping Naruto ass and Naruto getting up and whooping Sasuke's ass. Like,
you mean the final Shippuden fight?
Yeah.
Oh, that shit pissed me off, bro.
He got on.
Sasuke won him over like. Wait, he did Sasuke win the fight?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, don't do
like we pull it up.
That's what pissed me off about the end of Shippuden, bro. I knew something made me mad about that shit. I watched Naruto ever since I was a kid, and I'm waiting for him to finally one-up Sasuke. And Sasuke got I think Sasuke kind of got the last punch in on Naruto. Sasuke won the final battle. Yeah, they hurt themselves, but Sasuke won that final. Bruh. Shit pissed me off. But look. Let's just say real quick what we liked about the movie so people don't think we hate it. Yeah. What do we like about the movie? The colors. The animation. Some of the costumes were nice. I mean, shit. I like Deku's suit. I don't understand why Deku has a mask on the suit, but he don't wear that shit. Don't make no damn sense. Take the mask off your suit, nigga. Just take that shit off. Why you wearing it? Why?
Yeah, I see. I know. I know what he's talking about. I seen the mask. I seen the suit. Like, I don't keep up with the show, but like, I know. Like, I skimmed through the episode, so I know what he's talking about.
Why do you have a mask or don't wear that shit? Whatever.
He keeps it around his neck. You know, that's a.
You don't even wear it. Take the mask off the suit. That is a stupid suit to have a mask and you don't even wear it.
True.
All right, but I like the suits. I mean, all right. Let me get because this really that's it. The colors, the action, that was it. Because for the most part, I was bored throughout this whole movie. Because they tried to show me the same stuff they showed me in the show all the time. All the kids and stuff having, fun, lighthearted bullshit fun. Like, been there, done that. We seen them have fun, like, almost every single episode in My Hero. Like, I think there was that one dude who was helping somebody fix their tractor.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what are these kids? Are they superheroes or are they they're mechanics and shit? Deku was working in the fields? What?
Deku was
there was a part where Deku was like, I'm back from working in the fields.
Oh, right.
Remember that? Like, What is these niggas? Are they heroes? Or look.
And also take note, Bakugo, he did not leave the fucking office.
Never.
He was the
He's just chilling.
He was the only one that stayed.
Waiting for that villain. Where that villain at?
Yep.
Where that villain at? Oh, he here. Fuck. And then when he gets there, it's not even a villain. It's an illusion.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta tell him why 9 is even doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
So 9's powers are so overpowered that he needs a quirk to heal him. So when he uses so much power, he can repair his cells and any damage to his body. He needs a cell activation quirk. There's a little boy in this movie named
Mohan.
Mahoro was the sister.
Yeah, Mahoro was the sister. Katatsumai.
It was a little boy that had this special power that he needed. Somehow 9 was able to detect people's quirks, kind of like how Apocalypse did in X-Men Apocalypse. 9 was trying to detect his power. He tried to go for the little boy's dad first. Problem was, the boy's father had type A blood.
Type B.
No.
Type B blood.
No, the dad had type A.
Oh, right.
The boy had type B because 9 has type B blood. So it was a compatible quirk. So it was compatible with his body. So he had to go get the son because the son had type B blood. I don't know how he knew the son had type B blood.
He just didn't guess.
Yeah, because that's the about because the boy could have had type A blood. Whatever. Okay. He could have. I don't know how he knew he had type B blood, but whatever. He needed to get the cell activation quirk so he can heal his own body. But like I say, that's really it with the story. And the other part is like always in all these big shonen anime movies. The hero has to overcome the big obstacle villain. He teams up with his rival. all the other people like, yay, go, you're gonna win. And then they hear people cheering them on. They hear some flashbacks like, oh, you can do it. And then they win the day. Basic shonen anime stuff. That's why anime movies like A Silent Voice, Akira, Princess Mononoke, Ponyo. God tier anime movies with good writing and shit that focus on writing. You know, My Hero, this movie, the first movie had better writing. I mean, a better story anyways, because that movie was all about Deku and All Might. It was about master and student. This movie, it was about, they focused a lot on Bakugo and Deku. Whatever. Anything you want to say?
No, I still don't like the show. I only watch it because people overhype it. I'm like,
hey,
I gotta watch it
people
because it's
overhype this. I'm not saying this is a bad show. This is an average show to me.
Yeah.
But people overhype this. The only thing that makes the show stand out is the superhero thing. That's it. That is it. Other than that, bro, and let me get to the characters in this movie that was not needed. Majority of these characters was not needed. Naval laser dude, get this trash nigga out of here. Every time he tries to use his power, his stomach starts to hurt. Get this trash garbage dude out of here. Uraraka. Every time she wants to use the maximum of her powers, she gotta throw up. Get her out of here. She's trash. Gonna throw up. Mineta, my homie. Trash. Pull the balls out of his head, but his head starts to bleed. Get your ass out of here. You weak. With your weak defect power.
True.
Who else had bad defects and ain't powers? Who else? Acid Girl, she was cool. She didn't have a bunch of defects.
I'm curious, what was up with the invisible chick?
Oh, I don't know. That's all she is. She just turns
why
invisible.
was she wasn't even in there in the beginning? Just like...
She's not useful. She's only useful for stealth.
Exactly.
Like, it's my same problem with the show. So many irrelevant characters getting camera time, and y'all need that shit.
Yeah.
Like, they're in class 1A. 1A is like the pristine, dope class. Like, they're the best class.
Yeah.
They got a girl who can turn invisible, a dude who can pull purple balls on that stick. Uraraka's tight because she can make shit levitate.
Yeah.
But the defect with her power, bro, she uses too much of it, she throws up.
Better than Deku's.
Yeah, better than Deku.
Let me break a bone real quick.
And in this movie, Deku broke his arms again. Miss you with that shit, Deku. Stop breaking your arms. This nigga Deku taking too long to learn how to use his fucking powers, bro. Look, in old animes, you can get away with that shit because a lot of animes have slow progression. This shit is too slow, bro. Expediting, get this shit done. Yeah. We went through 4 seasons of. Well, I don't think he broke his. Did he break his arms in season 4? No, he did. He did. He broke his arms in season 4 when he was trying to fight whatever that Overhaul. Broke his arms, and then that girl healed his powers to a certain point and allowed him to use 100% of his power without him damaging himself. That's another. We can't get into that.
Someone wants to.
Oh, also another thing about this movie is that the teachers of the school made it to where they sent these students to this island to be heroes, you know, to give them more training. But the thing about it, which I like, was that no major heroes was going to come get involved. Yeah. So it was all just the kids who were just tight. I like that. No major heroes. Finally, they're tested. They're away from the big heroes that can come and save the day easily. You have to test them. They tested them. Boom, they got it. They won the day. But then we get to some more BS. The ending. This
I thought that shit was stupid.
Remember when Bakugo and Dego like first talked that night? And then Bakugo was like, when you gonna make your quirk your own? Yeah. That shit that was a teach. Yeah. When you gonna make your quirk your own? Oh, Deku didn't make his quirk his own. He should want to share his quirk. Yeah. Let's team up together. Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck? Get this.
Even Bakugo was like, you really about to give me your shit, bro? You really about to give me the all for one quirk?
Right. And this is the thing about it. Deku was like, oh, we needed 2 all for ones to win. I'm like, you OP nigga. All Might would have dealt with that dude by himself.
True.
You got one of the most OP quirks in the show, and you taking so long to progress and use that power, and you had to use the power, split it with Bakugo just to win the day, when you should have been the one to stand up, get your ass up, and boom, Hadouken that mofo. And then Bakugo gets the quirk, and look, I understand Bakugo was born with a quirk. Well, his quirk showed up later. He didn't. His quirk showed up later in his childhood, but he was born to be able to potentially get a quirk. Deku, the way Deku was born, he couldn't get a quirk. He was without a quirk. But still, Bakugo, when his quirk came into existence, he had to learn how to use his quirk. Same thing for Deku. When he got his quirk, there was defects with his quirk, and he had to learn how to control and use his quirk. Same thing with Bakugo. Bakugo got all for one, and he's over here using the power like, yeah, he messed with his arm, but I'm like, what? You just pass that shit on to him? It's a all for one bargain sale. What that shit Vegeta said in Dragon Ball? It's a Super Saiyan bargain sale. I'm gonna pass all for one. Man, why don't Deku just give everybody all for one? He can give everybody in this class all for one. Here, I don't want you to be weak no more. Here, a bald head nigga. Here, you ain't whack no more. Invisible girl. Here, you ain't whack no more. Help your class if you want to share the power with Bakugo. Give that shit to Todoroki. Let me talk about my dude Todoroki. My homie Todoroki Fire and Ice got downplayed yet again. This dude Todoroki in season 2 was able to create ice glaciers that exceed the height of a football field. He's very powerful. In my opinion, I say he has more raw power than Bakugo. Yeah, Todoroki, he just doesn't do a lot of hand-to-hand combat. Todoroki, he's like, he doesn't do a lot of hand-to-hand combat, but he has a lot of raw power. Because Todoroki's hand-to-hand combat ain't that. But Todoroki can substitute with his immense fire and ice power. Like, with his fire and ice alone, he's close to Deku's level of power. You know, with his usefulness and his status of power.
No, it's not really Mustang. I'm thinking about Armstrong.
Like, in my opinion, Todoroki's more powerful than Deku. I mean, than Bakugo. As far as it goes power-wise. But I don't know why Bakugo was able to win in season 2, but whatever, he won. Trash. He won. But still, they got Todoroki struggling to fight this wolf dude, and I'm like, bruh, burn that nigga. Like, the wolf guy. Let's get to the wolf villain. The Chimera, he was tight. I liked him. He had the trench coat. He had them little braids in the back. I was like, man. And my homie said he kind of reminded us of Hellboy.
Yeah, like Hellboy and...
with the cigar and shit, you know, the chill type of dude. Hey, give him a revolver. That would Hellboy, nigga. It's kind of tight. But
not the new Hellboy, the old one.
Old one, Ron Perlman, not that trash new Hellboy with David Hopper from Stranger Things.
Yeah. But
what was I about to say?
Fuck, my bad.
Oh no, the Chimera. I don't. So his power was he has some super strength, but like he can make himself bigger. But I was like, I don't know. He's really going head up with Todoroki's quirk like it ain't shit.
Yeah. Like
Todoroki is powerful, bro.
It really is.
Like legit. All Todoroki had to do was just take a big ball of fire, keep hitting him with it, and toast his ass. Like I don't know what that Chimera's powers specific was, but he has some. It's like his skin was tough as diamonds.
Yeah, because like what it showed it like in the first battle, like why did Todoroki only use ice?
Yeah, I was like, he barely used fire, bro. He didn't use even when he defeated him, he didn't use fire. Nope, he used ice. But that was tight though. He put that ice. He put an ice. He froze him from the inside out. Had a big old thing in there. What did Todoroki say? Oh, hibernate, meaning like sleep. Todoroki killed him, bruh. He put a big old ice glacier in there. Todoroki's talking about hibernate, like sleep, like he's subdued. Todoroki, you killed him. You put a whole block of ice down his throat. He is dead.
True.
That man was dead, bro. He's like,
Like, yeah, because what was it? The fight before that one was like he even froze him underwater. Even that
and he broke out of that shit.
Yeah, that's why like we have to like understand like putting this dude like what Todoroki said like go hibernate for a while. No,
he was dead. He was dead.
No, he killed him.
But I like the wolf. To be honest, I like the wolf dude better than Nine. I kind of wish the wolf guy was the villain, but had the quirks.
Yeah.
Like Nine, he was kind of boring. Nine was just boring. Nine would use his powers and then get hurt and go to sleep. Like, get out of here, Nine. You trash.
Yeah.
But I like the wolf guy. He was very intimidating. In my opinion, a lot more intimidating looking than Nine. Yeah. He had that quirk where he can enhance his already beastly abilities. Cause he looked like a griffin, a chimera. Chimera is like a mixture of creatures. Like a griffin is a mixture of different creatures. He reminded me of like a griffin. You know, he had like feathers and shit. He had a wolf, dog looking body and stuff. So
what threw me off was his tail was a snake. Like it wasn't like a
that was a snake. I thought that was hair.
Like, that tail was like a snake style.
That like dreads.
Oh no, his hair was like that was dreads, but like he had a tail though.
Oh.
He had a tail.
Like a lizard's tail. Yeah.
That was another thing that threw me off. Other than that, the other villain squad part of that was no. That was stupid.
Remember they had let's talk about the other villain, the mummy dude. We called him Sazori from Naruto. He was cool. I didn't hate him. He was cool. He came in there, did his little thing, you know, beat a little boss. They overpowered him, but he came through, did his little thing, you know, beat a little boss that has to be wasted. Then you had the girl who can shoot needles out of her hair. Meh.
It was like needles / blades. Like, it was like...
I mean, the quirk was cool.
Yeah.
But, like, okay. I mean, you shoot needles out your hair. You cool. I mean, I guess you cool.
That shit was funny.
Man, she was trying to be all seductive and licking her lips. And I was like, oh, get out of here. You ain't that cute anyways.
True. And then that there was, I don't know. I felt like 9 like was like another like they even said it in the movie was like 9 like his power is like all for one, where Ben said he takes it away.
It was just another all for one.
Yeah.
I think they did that same thing in season. Well, no, not season 3. Because Overhaul, he can take quirks, but he couldn't give quirks. No. I think he could. I think they had the technology and abilities to be able to give people quirks and take quirks. But Overhaul in season 3 was all about being able to take away quirks, which isn't really different because the second season, One for All, he can take quirks and give quirks. So it's like you're kind of repeating the same thing over and over. Like, okay, you can give quirk, take quirk. This movie was about giving quirks and taking quirks. Like, okay, whatever. But look, overall, I don't hate My Hero. It's an average anime to me. Because at the end of the day, my biggest issues with the anime is like, there's too many people with powers in the world. It should be less people with powers and more people who don't have powers in the population. The whole population is like a world of mutants. Everybody got powers. Sure, you got people who are super weak that can't defend themselves, so people with better powers can defend them, but like, all y'all niggas got powers, bruh.
Yeah.
They're more able than us. If the show would be a lot better to me, if there was less people with powers and more people with powers. Make the superhero schools like very limited to only special students. Like special people in society with powers. And there's not a lot of them. There's almost the whole population in the My Hero universe, including civilians and heroes, all have powers. 80% of the people in the world have powers. 20% don't. The 20% should be the ones with powers. The 80% should be the majority of people who don't have powers. In my opinion, I would have preferred the show like that. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the superhero school thing anyways. I'm more a fan of old school vigilante shit, like Spider-Man. A random kid in school, he just puts on the mask and goes out to do his thing. He don't need to go talk to the police and get permission to go this and do that. My Hero is not a bad show. It's just an average show to me. The show's not bad. I'm not saying it's trash. It's just average, bro. That's just what it is. Yeah. You know, it's like when people try to tell me, watch Demon Slayer, bro. You wanna know why I don't watch Demon Slayer? Cause these fans nowadays, bro. You wanna know why I don't watch Demon Slayer? Because people on Twitter. I remember it was one day. It was Demon Slayer was trending on Twitter because it had one episode with like specialized animation. People saw this episode because the dope animation and said this is the best anime ever to exist.
Unacceptable!
Remember, best anime ever to exist, meaning it's better than Dragon Ball, Fullmetal Alchemist, Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, all these anime, and taking back to the early 2000s, please.
True.
This new anime, bro, is just shit, bro. Fuck. Any last things you want to say? Because I'm glad this is non-canon. Because the fourth season was already enough. I watched 16 and 17. That shit was about Todoroki and Deku and Todoroki and Bakugo trying to teach some badass little motherfucking kids how to be heroes. Fuck them damn kids and get to the real shit, man. Get this filler shit up out of here. Filler bullshit.
Yeah.
Fucking hate fillers, yo.
But you sat through Naruto though.
No, because I skipped a bunch of those.
Oh, you skipped them up.
You know after the war arc, like when the war started, and then they had those bunch of. I was confused with Naruto because I was like, why are they kids in between the thing? And I was like, are they going back in time or shit? That's why I skipped all that shit. Went to the parts that mattered. I just focused on the war. I skipped a gang of episodes because there's hella episodes in between the final war with Madara and Obito, and I'm like, what? They're kids in some episodes. I'm like, what's going on? I'm confused by this shit. I'm just gonna skip to the fucking end of the war. And that Naruto and Sasuke fight, shit was epic, bruh. How they ran up on each other, took their fists, boom, that shit was tight, bro. This shit was dope.
I have to rewatch that again. I know I got it.
But let me just say this. Last thing. Deku and Bakugo freak that whole motherfucking relationship. Freak this nigga Deku, because Deku is so whack, bruh. This nigga Deku is trying to be friends with the dude that bullies him. That still talks down to him and talks condescending to you. Fuck this nigga, bruh. Stop trying to be his friend. Stop trying to be his friend. That shit irritates you so much. Who would dare just become friends with the person that tormented you and bullied you? Like, freak that person. Go be friends with people who matter. He got all these people in his class that are tight and friendly with him, and he over here trying to rekindle some shit with Bakugo. They was never friends anyways. Deku used to follow him. Deku was that nerd who used to follow the cool kids because the cool kids was cool, and he wanted to hang with the cool kids. You want to know why? Because I used to do some shit like that. And found out, so you found out who's really your friends. Niggas ain't friends, bruh. Niggas ain't friends. I'm trying to make them friends. Trying to make some bond with them. Ain't no fucking bond. Anything else you want to say? Cause I'm done with this review.
No, there's like, what is there to add besides, like, if you're a really good fan of the show, watch it. Other than that, just bootleg it, please.
Yeah, bootleg this shit, bro.
Just bootleg it.
I want my $12 back. And you know what? I actually did want to say this. I can see why people don't be supporting a lot of anime movies like that. Look, in my opinion, if y'all want to make anime movies pop more in the West, especially in theaters, it's not just the fans' fault, but it's the fault of these theater chains, Hollywood too. Because this My Hero movie is only showing in 3 theaters in our city. 3 theaters. There's more than 3 theaters in our city. There's 3 showings today, but there's more movies that get more showings than 3 Hollywood movies, right? So it's not completely their fault. But when I went to go watch Dragon Ball Super Broly, it was the same thing too. Limited showings, only showing in a few theaters. The movie made a little bit over 100 million. I'm like, wait a minute, worldwide. Where's all these anime fans that be claiming to be anime fans on the internet and they don't be watching this shit? Like, what's going on? Like, it's the showings. It's not fans' fault. But, like, it's whatever, you know.
Yeah, it's just bad.
But like people who claim to be fans, go support your stuff. Like for real. I'm no big fan of My Hero, but I at least went to go and support it. I paid for it because I want to see more anime movies, not live action, but anime movies in our theaters here in America.
Yeah.
And they're barely playing in our theaters. Like they barely play. But all these Hollywood movies get to play. Because nobody don't support this shit. Like Dragon Ball Super Broly, I'm not saying it's a better movie, but with the amount of anime fans and Dragon Ball fans, Dragon Ball is a very still relevant anime. Still relevant in the world of anime. And the movie only made a little bit over 100 million. What type of shit is that? Barely, it didn't even touch 200 million. But all these fans, bro. Oh, but Frozen, Let Me Build a Snowman can make $1 billion, but Dragon Ball can't. In my opinion, I don't even think this My Hero movie will even touch 200 million. It's probably going to stay within the 150 to probably 200 million bracket. I don't even think this movie will touch 200 million. Because Dragon Ball Super Broly didn't even touch 200 million. And that movie had kind of really reinvented the animation of the show. The Sentani style shit. The new art style, bruh, fucking lava, leaking. I was coming. That shit looked so clean and crisp. I was like, damn, this is worth my money. The story may have not been all that because the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie was another generic shonen anime movie. It wasn't Akira. It wasn't Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke, A Silent Voice. Those is like anime. Those is movies, bruh. Those are movies. Then you got this other shit.
Yeah.
Like most of the Naruto movies, the non-canon movies, they're not really all that either. Like the highlight of those movies is because they're fan fictions with action that we want to see.
Yeah.
And it's just random fan fiction. It's just fan service that we want to see. That's it. But look, we gonna end the review because it looks like my boy, he said all he had to say. I said all I had to say. But let's remember, My Hero Academia is not a bad show.
It's not.
It's an average show, but it's not a bad show. Just because you average doesn't make you bad. Okay? But that's just my opinion, though. My opinion. Alright, you guys. I'm about to go ahead and end this video. I may have Pokemon Mewtwo Strikes Back review coming. Possibly. I need to finish the movie first. On Netflix. Go watch it. We're watching it, too. But we're finna go ahead and end this video. It's your boy, SJK, out the first Black Super Saiyan word around this plane. Goes to that peace, love, positivity, and all that jazz. Don't do drugs. Deuces. Better put them deuces up.
Should have gone for the head.
Anything I got from high school,